There's a psychological discovery that explains why you keep attracting the same types of people and situations, and why changing your environment never actually changes your life. The moment you understand what's really happening, everything shifts. You're not experiencing random events, you're experiencing yourself reflected back through every person and circumstance in your life. Most people spend years trying to fix their problems from the outside. They change jobs, end relationships, move to new cities, but somehow the same patterns keep showing up. They're fighting their reflection instead of looking at what they're actually showing the mirror. They react emotionally to their circumstances, which just creates more of the same experience because they don't realize their external world is perfectly mirroring their internal state. This is exactly why most approaches to changing your life don't work, but there's a mirror principle that changes everything. If you're ready to understand how this mirror method can transform your entire reality, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button, and comment below if this pattern of repeating experiences happens to you or someone you know. When you understand that your external reality is literally reflecting your internal frequency, you can stop fighting your circumstances and start changing what creates them. I'm going to show you the exact 3-step mirror method that transforms you from someone who reacts to life into someone who consciously creates it. Plus I'll give you the daily practices that will make this automatic so you become the observer who shapes reality instead of being shaped by it. I used to believe that life was something that happened to me, a series of random events, difficult people, and challenging circumstances that I had to somehow navigate or overcome. I spent so much energy trying to fix, change, or escape my external world, never realizing that what I was seeing out there was actually a precise reflection of what was happening inside me. For years, I blamed other people for my problems, called them emotionally unavailable, wondered why I had such bad luck with relationships and situations. The moment this understanding really landed for me, everything changed. It was like someone had given me a decoder ring for reality itself. Suddenly every challenging experience stopped being something I had to defend against and started becoming valuable information about the unconscious signals I was broadcasting to the world. Here's what's fascinating about this discovery. Every single day, without realizing it, you're sending out energetic signals based on your deepest beliefs, unhealed wounds, and unconscious patterns. These signals are like radio waves, invisible but incredibly powerful. The quantum field around you is constantly reading these broadcasts and reflecting them back to you through your experiences, relationships, and circumstances. Dr. Bruce Lipton's groundbreaking research proves that your beliefs literally rewrite your genetic expression in real time. Think of your genes like a vast library of books and your beliefs like the librarian who decides which books get read aloud. When you hold beliefs about being healthy, worthy, or capable, those beliefs literally turn on genes that support those qualities. When you carry beliefs about being unsafe, unworthy, or limited, different genes get activated. Your beliefs aren't just thoughts in your head, they're actively creating your biological reality at the cellular level, which directly influences how you show up in the world and what opportunities become available to you. Then there's Gregg Braden's work showing that the quantum field doesn't mirror back your surface wishes or mental affirmations. It reflects your deepest, most authentic beliefs. This is why someone can repeat "I am abundant" 1,000 times while their bank account stays empty. If their deepest belief is "I don't deserve wealth" or "money is scarce," that's the signal the field is reading and reflecting back. It's like trying to tune into a beautiful classical music station while your radio is set to static. The music is available, but you're not aligned with the frequency that allows you to receive it. The first step is what I call the morning frequency check, and it's become one of my favorite parts of the day. Before you reach for your phone, before you start thinking about your to-do list, before you engage with the world in any way, take a few moments to ask yourself, what am I broadcasting today? This isn't about analyzing or judging yourself, it's simply about becoming aware of the energetic signal you're carrying as you begin your day. Sometimes you'll wake up carrying anxiety about something that hasn't even happened yet. Other mornings you'll feel excitement or gratitude that seems to bubble up from nowhere. Whatever you find, don't try to change it right away, just acknowledge it with curiosity. This awareness is incredibly powerful because it helps you understand why certain types of experiences might show up in your day. If you start the morning broadcasting anxiety, you're likely to notice more things that confirm that anxious frequency. If you begin with gratitude, you'll probably find more things to appreciate. The second step is trigger recognition, and this is where the real magic happens. Throughout your day, every time someone or something triggers an emotional reaction in you, instead of immediately reacting or trying to change the situation, pause and ask yourself, what belief is this reflecting back to me? I remember when I first started practicing this, my neighbor's loud music used to send me into a rage every single time. Instead of just getting angry and complaining, I started asking what this experience was showing me about my own consciousness. What I discovered was fascinating. The rage wasn't really about the music at all. It was about my belief that I had no control over my environment, that other people didn't respect me, and that I was powerless to create the peaceful space I desired. Once I recognized that the external trigger was illuminating these internal beliefs, everything shifted. That person who always makes you feel small is showing you where you might be shrinking yourself. That situation making you feel powerless is revealing where you've been unconsciously giving your power away. That pattern of financial stress is reflecting your deepest beliefs about safety, worthiness, and abundance. These aren't random annoyances, they're precise reflections of specific beliefs or wounds that are ready to be seen and transformed. The third step is frequency correction. Once you've recognized what belief is being reflected back to you, you have a choice. You can continue broadcasting the old frequency, or you can gently adjust your inner state. This isn't about forcing yourself to feel differently or pretending everything is fine, it's about making small conscious shifts in your internal experience. If you notice you're broadcasting scarcity, you might take a moment to appreciate something abundant in your life right now. If you catch yourself transmitting unworthiness, you could place a hand on your heart and offer yourself some compassion. If you're radiating control or force, you might take a deep breath and practice surrendering to what is. These corrections don't have to be dramatic, often the smallest shifts in your internal frequency create the most profound changes in what shows up externally. When you consistently apply this method for 30 days, something extraordinary happens. You achieve what I call the mirror master state. You stop taking things personally because you understand that everyone is simply reflecting different aspects of your consciousness back to you. Challenges become teachers rather than enemies. You develop genuine gratitude for difficult experiences because you recognize them as gifts, opportunities to see and transform unconscious patterns that were previously invisible. I remember a pivotal moment when this really landed for me. I was having a conversation with someone who historically could push every single one of my buttons. This person had a gift for finding exactly the words that would make me feel small, defensive, and reactive. But on this particular day, as they spoke, something extraordinary happened. Instead of feeling triggered, I found myself genuinely curious about what part of my consciousness this person was reflecting back to me. Where I used to feel attacked, I now felt fascinated. I could see so clearly how their words were illuminating a belief I'd been carrying about not being good enough, a pattern that had been running unconsciously for years. Instead of taking their criticism personally, I felt grateful for the precision with which they were showing me exactly what I was ready to heal. Look at your life right now and see it as the most accurate frequency meter ever created. Every experience, every person, every challenge is showing you exactly what you've been broadcasting. Tomorrow morning, start with your frequency check. Ask yourself, what am I broadcasting today? This simple question will begin to shift everything. The mirror method is the foundation for all conscious creation techniques. Master this and you'll understand how to consciously create any reality you desire. Everything else builds on this fundamental understanding of how consciousness creates experience. Remember, you're not experiencing life happening to you. You're experiencing yourself reflected back through life. Change your frequency, change your world. The mirror is waiting to show you exactly who you choose to become.